Hi everyone, welcome back to Knit 101. I hope you're making good progress with your casting on and your knitting and your purling and your casting off. Today we're going to look at how you can learn a different casting on technique. And in particular, we're going to look at Longtail Cast On, or often called Italian Cast On. This technique involves a long tail. It is quite useful in that it can be faster than casting on with your single cast on. Also, you can work towards developing this technique into a 2-color cast on, which is really useful for something like a brioche stitch if you are starting with 2 colors and then trying to move forward right from the cast on. So in order to do this, you need your ball of wool, you need your needles. You can double up your needles and work with 2 together like this if you want to create a little bit of a looser cast on. This can be a little bit tight when you first cast on if you aren't used to it. But I'm just going to work with 1 needle. And then from your ball of wool you need to pull out a tail, hence the name long tail cast on. So from the end of your ball of wool, pull out sort of at least twice, if not 3 times the length that you think you're going to need. And then at that point, you are going to create your slip knot. So we are going to work 1 color long tail cast on. With your slip knot made, you are then going to put that slip knot onto your needle, very similar to the way you would with your single cast on. So this is all looking quite similar with the exception of having a long tail. Okay, now this is where it changes. So rather than use your other needle to create your stitches, you are going to use your fingers to create your stitches with 1 needle. And to do that, you bring your strands parallel to each other, like that. And you are going to put your index finger and your thumb through those 2 strands to separate them. Okay, and then this is where you create what I often refer to as the bunny ears. So you bring your strands down through the middle of those 2 fingers to create your bunny ears. And then within those strands, you've got 1, 2, 3, and then you've got another one coming around the back, 4. You're going to focus on these first 3 strands. You go under the first one, over the second one, over and under the third one to pull it through. Just like that. Stitch 1. Okay, so I'll just do it again. So you put your index and your thumb through, bring them down like bunny ears, go under, over, over, through. And as you pull it through, it creates your stitch for you. Okay, so under, over, over, through. And as you keep working, you can see this becomes quite quick if I start to work it more in real time, rather than, and if I start to work it well in real time, sorry about that. If you start to work it in real time, then you can see that this becomes much faster than casting on with needles. And you build up your stitches quite quickly. But what you're doing is you're building up your stitch from both the long tail side and the ball, hence why you need that yarn on that side. It is creating a good portion of your stitch. Okay, and within no time at all, you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 stitches on your needle, and you can see that it creates quite a nice tight cast on edge. So it's really, once you get the hang of it and once you get the memory of working it in your fingers, then you will be able to do this with ease. And you will be able to move on to doing 2-color longtail cast on or Italian cast on. So just to review it one more time for you before you have a go yourself, you have your 2 strands parallel, you put your thumb and your index finger through, bring the needle down through the middle of those 2 fingers to create your bunny ears. And then you go under, over, over, under to bring it through. Just one more time. So needle down through the middle, bunny ears, under, over, over, through. Just like that. and there you will have stitches accumulating quite quickly on your needle. Have a go and then come back and try 2-color cast on in the same method when you're ready. Speak to you soon. Mun hai!